Hello, listeners, and welcome to another episode of All in Our Business Podcast, the show where we discuss hot and controversial relationship topics while sharing our love journey along the way. It's your boy, TC.
And it's your girl, Kiki.
And we got, one shout out this week, baby?
Yes. We want to shout out to who?
I ain't even gonna call her Aunt Joyce no more. She's Minister Joyce now.
Oh, congratulations.
Do your thing.
Yes. So thank you.
We truly appreciate your feedback that you give us every week, your engagement with the podcast.
Yes, great communication.
Yeah.
Always reaching out, answering the question, or giving us your opinion on something. It really means a lot to us.
Yep.
So thank you.
It definitely does.
Yeah, we love to hear different perspectives from different relationship challenges and topics. So please keep it going.
So, thank you, Aunt Joyce, or Minister Joyce.
Thank you.
Let's get it going, baby.
All right, so a big issue in relationships can be raised, pointing our fingers to each other and avoiding accountability. So in this week's show, we're going to talk about accountability.
It ain't my fault.
Oh, did I do that? Who avoids accountability more, women or men? Simply put, it is often easier to blame everything and everyone else rather than admitting you are wrong. So accountability in a relationship is essential. Today we are going to cover so many topics pertaining to accountability. But before we get into it, hit us with the great scripture, baby.
I got you, baby. James 3:2. Indeed, we all make many mistakes. For if we could control our tongues, we would be perfect and could also control ourselves in every other way.
I love it.
That kind of sums it up and lets you know ain't nobody perfect.
Hello.
Everybody makes mistakes, so there's no way you walking around like you ain't got no blame in nothing.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Period. Yes. All right, so accountability is defined kind of like what you said, is taking personal responsibilities for your actions, your words, and also their impact on your partner without making excuses or shifting blame.
I think that's probably the most important part. You don't know how it has affected that other person. And regardless if you don't think you did nothing wrong, they might have seen something that you did wrong.
Absolutely.
So you can't walk around, I ain't do nothing to you. What you mad for? You did something. It might not have what you thought was something bad, but you did something that bothered that person. And that person has an issue. And if they're coming to you, that's letting you know it's serious enough for you to at least hear them out.
Absolutely, yeah. I think, like you said, with that, sometimes a part of accountability definitely is that you know that you've done something wrong, but the bigger part is knowing that it bothered your partner. But sometimes people are just a little bit immature. So for them to go to their partner and say, hey, I didn't mean for what I said to have hurt you the way that it did. And I definitely didn't mean for it to make you feel the way that it did. So I want to apologize if that's what happened and that's how it made you feel. And sometimes as people, we say things and we do things and we're just going along our way and about our business as if we're just doing something. We don't know that it hurt somebody.
Right.
But like you just said, if your partner come to you and say, hey, I didn't like that, or that made me feel this way, you can't just be like, that's how you feel. That's on you.
Right.
No, you have to be accountable and actually go back and say, I am sorry if it made you feel that way because that was not the intent at all.
And we've both had conversations like that. We've both had things that we both said have affected the other person, not knowingly. And of course, the other person comes back and says, I didn't like the way you said that, or I didn't like what you said. You have to listen as a partner and really hear what they're saying. Take your little feelings out of it and listen to what they're telling you. Because if it hurt them, you're responsible because you're the one who said it.
Absolutely.
Or did it, or whatever it was. So you have to hear them out. You have to.
Yeah.
Or you won't have a healthy relationship. I promise you that stuff will just build up and then you look and you really don't know what they mad for now. Because they've been harboring all of that for
a long period of time. Yeah, so. Absolutely. So can you honestly say that there's been times where either of us weren't accountable for a particular action?
I can't say there has been. It's normally, it comes up some way in some form for either one of us. And actually, to be honest with you, it comes up the same way for both of us. We both kind of get silent when it's something that bothers us.
Yeah.
So when you're silent or you're distant, I can tell, and I'm like, well, okay, what did I do? And you've heard me say that. Did I do something? And I'm sitting there literally trying to figure out, did I say something? Did I do? And then you tell me what it is, and I'm like, oh, that was not the intent for that.
Right.
But until I know that, I don't even know what the issue is.
Right.
And vice versa. Until I tell you what, bothered me that you did, you sitting there like, oh, I'm good. Well, I thought we was good. We had a great time, blah, blah, blah. I'm sitting there and I'm sulking. So,
seriously. Yeah. And I was going to say, to answer that question, I don't think that there's been times where we weren't accountable. I think the timing for us has sometimes been off.
Okay.
So, we'll go a few minutes and then you're quiet or I'm quiet and we don't know the reasoning. It's not like it immediately happens and we're like, oh, right. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I think, right, exactly. So yeah, I think it's just the timing. But once we realize this, the other person is feeling a certain type of way, we do go back to that person to say, hey, babe, what is going on? Like, why are you feeling that way? Yeah. And then expressing it and being able to be in a relationship where you can openly express that. Because some relationships, you go to your partner and you're ready to tell them what the reason is, but they're so defensive or they just so filled with anger.
Automatically, off the jump, they're going to put their guard up and they're ready to fight.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so you want me to tell you stuff, but you're not going to allow me to tell you stuff?
Exactly.
Without getting defensive?
Yeah.
Hear me first.
Yeah.
And if you hear me first, maybe you'll go, oh, yeah, I did. Well, I guess I can see how you can interpret it that way. And most of the time, it's literally just interpretation of how the other person takes it. That's so true.
That is so true.
In our case, we're not trying to hurt the other person.
No, at all.
But
so it's never intentional or malicious.
Never.
Yeah, never, yeah.
So we just have to adjust accordingly. Understand the other person. And if you're in a relationship and you've been in there for a while, you should know some some things. You should see some things that, okay, I can tell he's a little distant and there's something going on. Or I can tell he's mad because he's doing this. Or, like in my case, if she got wrinkles in her forehead, I know she's upset about something. It might not be something I did, but I know she's upset.
Right.
And I can she might not want to talk about it at that particular moment, but I can kind of dance around the question and maybe it'll soften her where she'll want to talk about it. So.
Yeah, I agree with that. So I think practicing accountability, it definitely builds trust. It fosters open communication, what we just talked about, and also promotes mutual growth. I think it's growth within your relationship where you both can sit down and say, my bad, my fault. I'm sorry about that. And to me, I feel like it don't take anything from me to come to you and say, I'm sorry.
Your little, as I would say, my little bit of ego, my little bit of pride, I think I can take that. It's quite all right. And I don't have that's probably for me, it's probably easier because I don't have a problem apologizing. I've never had a problem with that. If I do something wrong, you've heard me say this at church meetings and whatever else. If I do something wrong, I don't have a problem saying, I'm sorry, I should have, that's my bad. I don't have a problem taking accountability for things I do wrong. Even with my kids, if I do something wrong that bothers them, I don't have a problem saying, look, man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come at you like that or whatever. Because I know we're all human. We all make mistakes. We all are going to have issues. There's times when they're in their little mood, my kids are. And that's just going to happen. It is what it is because we're all different individuals and different things bother us at different times. So you can't go around thinking, I ain't did nothing. I'm good. I'm always good.
Well, also, I was going to say in a relationship, you thinking, and then vice versa, but I'm just saying, since you're using yourself as the example, or you think I'm the man, I'm the leader, I'm never wrong. You're supposed to just adhere to everything that I say. You still have to understand, what we're saying is that we're partners. Nobody's better than the other person. Or I can't go around saying, I'm the woman, I'm the boss, I'm this, he better listen to me.
Right.
No, I have to be accountable just as much as you have to be accountable.
Very true.
I can't expect what I do to easily be forgiven, but what you do, ain't no problem. Right. It can't work that way. Yeah.
A lot of people have that. There are a lot of people who are in relationships that they don't ever think they do anything wrong. Ever. And even if it can be blatant and right in their face and they'll blame somebody else. Or say, it wasn't me, it was just because.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, just because it's because of you.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people, men and women. I'm not, not gender. It's men and women who both have that problem with being accountable for what they're doing in a relationship. And then wonder why when that person leaves, and you sitting there like, I was going to do this. What you leave for? I thought we was.
No. Yeah.
And I'll say this. and this is general, most time men are the ones who are more willing to apologize.
No, babe. Here we go. Why do you say this? And I'm gonna need some stats to prove this.
I ain't worrying about no stats right now. Okay, well, let's go with this. I'll give you some stats. 80% of divorces, who asked for the divorce? Who asked for the divorce?
I'm not quite sure. I guess I will say women. Perhaps.
Women. Mm-hmm. So that means 20% of the men are the ones who are asking for a divorce, right? Mm-hmm. So you think every time out of that 80%, that woman had nothing to do with the way the relationship ended up?
No, she had something to do with it.
But did she take accountability for it? Or did she just go, well, I'm getting a divorce?
Babe, now come on. You can't make that generalization.
I can make that generalization.
No,
Just listen where I'm going. Just listen where I'm going.
Please get there.
80%. 80% of the women are the one asking for a divorce. That means that man has to endure whatever was going on up to that point when she decided, I'm done. Right? Because it wasn't a man to go, oh, I'm out. I'm getting up out of this crap. He endured it. Women, listen where I'm going. Women are more so willing to do the divorce because they don't want to feel like they're the problem.
What? No.
Stutter?
No. Women aren't going around saying, I'm going to do the divorce to say that I'm not the one. Let him do it first. And let me just say this.
Their mind process is not like that. They're not thinking in their head, oh, I'm not the reason. Because they are. If you're going to ask for a divorce from your husband, and both of y'all have had whatever issues it may be,
or maybe just one of y'all have had the issues.
No,
and it's impacting the entire relationship.
A lot of times it's both of y'all have something. There's something.
A lot of the times it's the man that's having the problem.
No, but the man we're not built like that. We're not.
Y'all not going to ask for a divorce
because we're not built to complain about stuff.
No, y'all probably not built to complain. But what I am saying is that women are problem solvers probably more than what men are. So y'all aren't going around saying, you know what, I'm going to solve this problem. I'm going to leave. Most men are not going to leave just the house voluntarily. Like, raise their hand. Guess what? I'm getting divorced from you. I'm out of here. No, even the men that cheat, they still come back and like, oh, I'm not going to do it again so I can save the relationship because something with y'all, maybe your ego, is not going to allow y'all to go and say, yeah, I'll go get the divorce. So women, as a result, are left with having to proceed and take on the action of doing so. Because if we allowed men to do it, it wouldn't happen. Just like y'all, if I ask you right now, would you want to carry a baby for 9 months for the family? Or for me?
For you, I would do it.
Oh, okay. Thank you, honey. So you're an exception to the rule. But I am also saying is that if 80% of the women, hold on, baby, if 80% of the women are going around saying we want a divorce, if I come to you tomorrow and say I want a divorce from you, what do you want to say?
Why do you want a divorce?
Exactly, and then you're going to start working to do what? Repair whatever issues that we have, so it don't.
So how do women are the solvers then?
Because we're saying we're getting out of this. If this is what's going on, we need to walk away from this. What I am saying is that if the men were problem solvers, guess what they would do? We're going to solve these problems, so guess what? We won't be at 80 or whatever the rate is for divorces now.
Okay, so here.
So I don't think it has anything to do with. Let me just say.
Go ahead.
I don't think it has anything to do with accountability.
Okay, so here's another argument.
Women aren't taking accountability. We're just like, oh yeah, we're just going to go ahead and get a divorce because we're accountable for what we're doing wrong. No,
that's not what I'm.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying women don't think they're to blame, so they are the ones who now 80% of the time asking for the divorce.
Because we don't think we're to blame.
So both of y'all, listen to where I'm going. Both of y'all are doing things that's not right?
Or just the man isn't.
Or let's just say for this case, both of y'all are.
Okay, so we both doing things not right.
So let's say you're not being respectful to the man and whatever else, you're not communicating, you're not loving, right?
Okay, and what is he not doing?
Whatever, you can pick whatever. Let's say he's cheating. Okay, so he's cheating.
But you want me to be respectful to cheating?
Now, hear me out. Okay. And I think we kind of touched on this in an episode earlier. You are not completely blameless for him cheating. And did you hear me out? We've been married for 2 years, and I've had sex once. In the 2 years we've been together, what do you expect?
You got hold on.
Yeah, but you asked this man to marry you, and the intent.
I asked the man to marry me. Where's that at?
I'm just saying, you get married to this man.
Okay.
So this man asked you to marry him. You said yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we only have sex one time in the 2 years.
And we only have sex one time in the 2
because he got some problems going on down below.
See, exactly. See what I mean? She just quickly blamed the man not being able to get that thing up. Instead of saying, okay, so what did I not do in that 2-year period to make my man stay?
To make him stay, you should stay because you took vows and you want to be there. It ain't to make you stay.
But the same woman who just said she took vows and said, "Oh, I want a divorce," but I'm the one not giving him sex. But because he cheated,
we gotta figure out what the problem is. If we have not had sex for only one time in 2 years, we gotta sit down and dissect that problem. And if we found out what the problem is,
dissecting the problem if you're the one saying I want a divorce.
Well, nobody can now. He can. He can sit down and say, "Babe, why do you want a divorce?"
He already know. He knows why because you call him cheating.
Oh, okay. So then how are we gonna rectify that?
But here's my question. You caught me cheating, but it's been 600 days and we had sex once. What did you expect the other time? You got to understand, when men marry a woman,
yeah,
and you take it however you want to take it, you take us off the market. We're no longer available to other women.
Supposedly.
So as a man, if you want us to be loyal, just listen. You have to do the things to keep. You can shake your head all you want.
But I'm quiet.
I don't have any other options. Me and you get married. I don't have any other options for women. First of all, I'm not looking at other women. Second of all, I expect to get my needs met from you.
Correct. So when you're not, then you just need to come to me and have a conversation. And, sweetheart, I am in desperate need of X, Y, Z.
And what if that brother has done that?
Okay, then we need to look at other things. You need to figure out, is it a health concern? Is she got something going on? Women nowadays...
Now we've done that.
Okay, so then have we found an alternative to that? Is there any way we can still satisfy you sexually without necessarily having whatever that's maybe causing pain to the woman? Sometimes men are not open. Some men are not open to that. It is all or nothing, or it's my way or no way.
And sometimes women can't just raise their hand and say, yeah, I was at fault.
That is true. You think it's a woman going around saying, I'm just not going to have sex with my husband just because?
There's a lot of women that do that.
Listen, I don't know.
Y'all women like to
Don't say y'all. Don't say y'all.
Babe, I'm saying y'all. I'm not saying you.
No, what women like to do?
Y'all women like to weaponize sex in a marriage.
Oh, I don't know nothing about that. I truly can't speak on that.
We know some that ain't getting sex except for a birthday or Christmas.
Why? What is
you tell me why?
I wish I could tell you because I don't know. I'm ready to end this podcast now. So, no.
Yeah, I know you want to get on that thing right now, but that's not what we're talking about.
What are we talking about?
But what we're talking about is we're talking about the women who don't have that. And as I always say, that's more of a respect thing for me.
Well, yeah, that's.
I said it all the time.
Yes.
If you respect your man, you're not going to withhold sex from him.
Babe.
So tell me if that's not a respect issue on 90% of the women who have that issue where they're the ones.
What percent?
90.
90% of women are withholding.
No,
what?
90% of the women who are seeking a divorce from their man. So of that 80%, 90 of them, I think it's no seriously. You laugh. I think it's a lack of respect for that man.
Right, time out.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
I need a full time out. I need a minute time out.
We're not in no game, baby.
Baby.
No, we're not.
You're saying 90% of the women that are asking for a divorce from the man.
I didn't stutter. I think they don't have respect for that man. That's normally why that happens.
Because the woman don't have respect, so she's asking for a divorce? I think she had too much respect. That's the problem. She respected herself so much in a relationship that she stayed there, and now she's saying, you know what, I need to choose myself.
Respect her man.
Well, we can't respect you no more if you ain't showing no reason to give us your respect. Please do.
If it's too personal, don't.
I don't think that it's because that we don't respect the man.
Answer this question.
We respect the man. We respect you too much. Too long, and you took that respect for kindness.
Okay.
But for granted. Okay. And now it's time for us to get up out of here.
Can I ask this question?
I don't think any woman's just going to automatically go get a divorce because everything's been going well. And it's just, guess what? I just don't respect you no more.
If it's going well, you're not going to say that.
So what are the problems?
The problem is whatever it may be that you have going on.
Exactly.
So let me ask you a question.
Please.
So you have been divorced.
Yes.
Or you are divorced.
I am divorced.
Yes.
And I've been divorced how many times?
Just once.
Just sitting here making
not divorced plural time. So you have been divorced.
Yes.
And if you don't want to answer this question, I totally respect it and understand this on this podcast.
Okay.
But it is called All in Our Business.
It is.
Why
all in our previous business, not our past business.
That's fine. But that's part of it. But why did you decide to get divorced? Now, and I want you to answer the question, and I want you to answer from this, and I'll make it simple. Did you?
So you can give me A, B, C.
I want you just A and B.
Oh Lord.
Did you still have respect for your husband, or did you not have respect for your husband when you went to get divorced?
I respected him as a person.
That's not the question. Did you respect him as a husband or not?
That wasn't the reason I got a divorce.
That's not the question.
At the time that I got a divorce, no, I did not have any respect for him at that time. However, I still respected him as an individual. Mm-hmm. The respect, kind of what we talked about, respect is not just given. You have to earn respect.
Totally understand.
Okay. So if you don't earn your wife's respect, you can't expect a woman to still stay there when you're still disrespecting her day in, day and night.
But listen to what I just said. I just said 90% of the women leave that man because they know what
we're not leaving because of the lack of respect, babe. We're leaving from the actions that the person has done. Babe, if a man is constantly cheating, we're leaving because you are a cheater. You're
leaving because you no longer respect him as your husband because he's doing the disloyal things that you do not like. You do not like the person anymore.
I wouldn't say you don't like the person. You don't like the actions that the person is taking.
You don't like the person.
You don't like the actions that the person is taking, in my opinion.
So let's call it.
I would not say 90% of women leave because of lack of respect. You're leaving for the actions that possibly lead to the lack of respect. You can say that.
I think the respect is most important.
The respect is not most important because the respect is most important. And why don't y'all give us the respect?
We don't have to.
What do you mean?
We pause. Men
so this is what I'm saying. You can't be accountable, babe. Y'all are supposed to be
very accountable. Listen to what I'm saying.
I'm listening.
Men need respect. Y'all need love.
That's true, but you still gotta be respectful.
But listen to what I'm saying. If most of y'all women decide to get a divorce, it's because you no longer respect.
First of all, it's not the woman that decides. The woman goes to the man.
Just said 80% of divorces are sanctioned by the woman.
Yes.
The woman is
initiated. We initiate. That don't mean you gotta still sign it. If I send you the papers right now and say we get a divorce, you're gonna look at me like I'm crazy and tear the papers up, telling me I don't care what courthouse you going to, it ain't gonna happen. Blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna work it out.
But listen to the key. That's me and you.
Right.
We still have respect.
Correct. So what I'm telling you is that if a woman initiates the action and the man says, you know what, I don't want this no more, I'm going to easily go ahead and sign and get a divorce. It's both parties. It's not just the woman. We initiate it because we're fed up. But the man has to go along with it as well, sweetheart.
So you fed up, right?
Yes.
You still respect your man because you fed up?
I could.
Man, there's no way you can
still respect somebody if you're fed up, babe. You're just fed up with their actions. No, you still see the person for who they are and you have respect for that person, but your actions aren't aligning up with who you are as a person.
I'm sorry to tell you, that's not true.
Baby. That is true, baby.
I just can't see it.
Well, we know because you can't be accountable, honey. So that's why we're having this discussion.
Therein lies the problem. I'm probably too damn accountable. So there we go.
No way.
Okay, go ahead. Let's get back to it.
Key elements. I just want to say this.
This might be a 2-parter too. Keep this up. Go ahead, baby.
I was like, key elements or components of accountability include some of the things we just talked about.
Self-awareness.
Owning to your mistakes with sincere apologies. And understanding how your behavior influences the partnership's health and stability.
Got you.
Yes. So if you're not accountable to say, okay, baby, you bring me these divorce papers. I am wrong for this, that, and the other. I'm going to start working on that. I'm going to show
How many women bring you divorce papers and go, well, look, here's the stuff I wasn't doing in the marriage, but I want you to sign these. I'm going to answer your question for you. Zero women do that. Zero women going to say, I want a divorce, and they're going to bring the papers to you and say, well, look, we getting a divorce, but I didn't do this, I didn't do this, I didn't do this in the marriage, I didn't do...
Why would she say that by that point? It's not, she's the one initiating it, so she's the one that's finding the problem with what's going on.
No, the she's finding a problem with the man, not with the marriage.
Yes, it is the marriage.
Because with the marriage, there's two people, and last time I checked, the other person is involved as well. So
the man can come back and say, yes, honey, I do take accountability for these things.
Keyword, the man. I said the woman. I said that.
And then the woman can come back and say, yes, I've been at fault for this, that, and the other as well. That can happen when you all have your arbitration. When
does that happen?
It can happen in your arbitration.
I'm asking you a question. When does that happen?
It should happen if you really try to fight for your marriage. When you got a divorce,
did you go down a laundry list of things that you didn't do in the marriage?
No, but if the person would have gave...
I'm asking you now.
No, because I didn't need to do that.
Why not?
Because it wasn't me. I was not the problem.
Keyword. Say that again.
I was not the problem.
So you did nothing in the marriage.
I can't say nothing. I just said I wasn't the problem. I take blame for a few things, but I was not the problem.
So did you write those few things down on the divorce decree?
The individual knew what they were. You don't gotta write them down right then and there, because by that time it's too far gone. No. But if the person would have had a conversation to say, listen, I understand that I'm this, that, and the other, and I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. And I would have said, oh, you know what? I'll take accountability for these things that I'm doing too. That would have been no problem. But you didn't come to me saying that those were problems. You didn't come to me saying they were that bad that you had to leave the marriage.
He didn't leave. You left.
Right. So what I'm saying is that obviously the problems weren't that bad for you to say, I'm walking out, I'm done.
I'm telling you, men endure things. This
and women do too. No. Pause. Women endure way more than what men do. How many women will take the man back after they cheated versus a man? Are y'all taking a woman back after we done cheated?
Let me ask that question. Answer that question, please. Y'all stupid for doing that.
So answer the question, though. Don't tell me what we are.
No, just listen to me very carefully.
Answer the question. If I cheated on you, would you take me back?
No.
See? Why?
But this is a man thing. Listen to where I'm going.
What is the man thing? Please.
Babe, the ultimate sign of disrespect is you cheating on a man. The man has listen.
And that's fine from y'all because it's about respect. But when it comes to us that y'all gave our love away to somebody else, then we just supposed to endure it. Oh, that was just a one-time mistake. It was because you couldn't give me sex. So I got a reason. You pushed me out there. It was because you didn't tell me I was handsome. So I went out and I stepped down.
No, y'all.
And it's okay.
Y'all women will sit there and let that man come back in and say, oh, you know I love you, baby. You know I still love you. And y'all believe it because that's what makes y'all tick. Love. Respect is hard to get back. Love is not.
Okay. So that's okay.
I'm not saying it's okay.
Love is not hard.
But I'm telling you the difference.
Well, if a person don't love you, they just don't love you.
Well, I'm telling you the difference.
The difference is love and respect. That's it. But at the end of the day, the action is still the same. Cheating is cheating. Whether it's done out of love, respect, disrespect, or whatever else. The action is still the same. And if you're wrong, you're wrong.
And I'm not saying.
But y'all come bringing your little selves back, swearing you're doing something else and the other. You're going to change and it's much better. If we do the same thing, y'all do not. And you just said it. You're not open to continuing the relationship.
Can go 2 whole years and have sex with her husband one time.
The man didn't want the sex.
How you gonna say the man didn't want the sex? Are you serious right now? Are you serious? Let's get on to the quickie. I don't know. Cut this. Let's just end this because that's some foolishness right there. The man got married. He go, oh, well, I don't want to have sex with you. I just want to marry you. I'm gonna provide and do all this other stuff. I don't need no coochie.
There you go.
Keep that coochie to yourself.
There's some men out here like that.
Oh, they must be getting backdoored, and I'm gonna leave that alone. Let's move on from that. No man is getting married and don't expect to have intimacy or sex. You can call it whatever you want to in this case with his woman.
Okay, baby. So let me just say.
So I'm going
whose responsibility is it? That's what I'm about to say. Whose responsibility is it that for 2 whole years you went without any, and all of a sudden you just decide now I just can't take it no more. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have sex with somebody else. I'm stepping outside of my marriage. It's not about that. I'm had this conversation to go get my needs fulfilled by someone else.
I'm not expecting that. I'm not planning to do that. But as I told you on many occasions,
some people do plan it.
Some people might. But what I'm saying in this case, this man, and I'm not pulling up no actual story, this man decided I am really, really in need of it. His woman would not provide it.
And he had a conversation with the woman.
No, what happens is temptation is a mug. So now you got that work wife or you have whatever. Oh, man, you haven't done what? You haven't had sex in what? You've been...
And then what happened to the other women that's out here giving a man sex like it ain't no tomorrow and they still go out here and cheat? So what's the answer for that? If you're going to cheat, you're just going to cheat. Oh, it happens. It happens where there's still some men out here that their women give them everything that they want and they still go out here and they still sleep with other women. Because guess what? Her booty may be bigger, her boobs may be bigger, her hair may be longer, or she may look like these Instagram models. So I'm still attracted to her. I still want to hit that because I can hit that. And you still go back home to your wife that's still giving it to you on the regular.
Then that means he never gave you love.
Right. So it don't matter, ladies, what you do. If the man gonna cheat, he gonna cheat regardless. Whether it's 2 years or 2 minutes later. Period.
That's what we doing?
That's just what it is. If you're a cheater, you're a cheater.
Oh.
Don't you agree? Yes.
I can't dispute that, baby.
Right. I'm just saying.
What I can dispute is if the woman has some blame in it, which there's no marriage that ends up in divorce where both parties didn't have a hand in it. I don't know any marriage where no marriage ended up in divorce where both parties did not have a hand in it. But yet the man, because most of the time the woman is the one bringing the papers to you.
Because she stayed up. Because y'all not going to go down to the divorce court and sign and go down there and initiate the divorce. You know that's their problem.
Where is her blame?
The blame comes in when you sit down and say, baby, I've talked to you over and over about your issues. And he can come back and say, I talked to you about yours too. Or maybe I did not. So I didn't know I had issues.
But you thought you was blameless.
I'm not necessarily saying that, but we're both human, right? So even in our relationship, as great as it is, we both still have, and we talked about this let me finish.
Go ahead.
We both talked about this on Saturday when we were driving home. Mm-hmm. We asked each other, or no, maybe it was yesterday, whatever. We talked about like our flaws within the relationship. Mm-hmm. Actually, it was yesterday. And we both talked about what the flaws were. Mm-hmm. And even you, when I asked you, you came out and you said, it's going to be the fact that I already spoiled you.
And I got to keep it up.
And
that's exactly what I said.
But you're mad about something that you already established.
And what did I say?
I don't know.
The exact words I said is, before I even tell you this, it's my fault.
You said that part. Yeah, you took accountability.
Now, tell me a woman that's going to do that.
I've done it too, babe.
When?
Whenever I'm at fault for something, I don't mind saying
remember, you told me you ain't never wrong.
Most of the time I'm not, but with the small percentage of time when
what small percentage is that? 0.0001%?
But I still come to you and I tell you I'm still accountable, regardless how.
I'm waiting to hear it. I'm still waiting for it.
What do you want me to say? You waiting on what?
I'm waiting to hear it, baby.
About what?
I'm waiting to hear
There's been times I made you upset for not adhering to your desires. And I've apologized to that. For being sick? I have.
See? I was sick. I shouldn't have to do that tonight. I was sick. So, you know my back hurt. So, you know I got this condition. But it's that time, you know.
Oh, that don't even matter to you. So, anyway.
So, listen to what you're saying.
Yes, baby. I'll take accountability.
Oh, you do?
Yes, sweetie.
Okay, baby. Yeah, the next time you do it, it'll be the first time.
Anyway, don't listen. It's always the first time for everything, okay? So that brings me to the next question. Like, how often do you conduct self-reflections and really say that I was wrong about this? Let me go back to my partner and let me talk to him.
I do that a lot. No, I do that a lot. And that's just honesty. Mm-hmm. I've had experience with it, so I do that a lot. Like, every time we've had a dust up about intimacy, that's what I'm going to call it, what happens? I might walk out the room for a couple of minutes, and then I'll come back, and what's the first thing I say?
I ain't going to be walking around in my house on no eggshells, so yeah.
And then what else I say?
I don't know, because I done tuned it out after that. I ain't going to walk around here like I'm some stranger in my own house. So basically you saying you need to get your own place to live. That's all I heard.
That's all you heard?
That's all I heard.
See,
yeah.
Once again, y'all women ain't taking the blame.
We are taking the blame.
I ain't hear nothing. I ain't hear nothing that nigga said. All I heard was everything else after that was completely blurred out.
Thing. You said that you went to a marriage retreat and they were told that before you go giving fault to your partner, you need to first give them something positive. So when you start out with like that, that's all.
Now that's what she gonna use against me. That's all she got. Some bullshiggity. No, it's okay. It's okay.
It is.
We got it. Us men know.
Then what?
We know we get the short end of the stick.
Y'all really don't.
Y'all get the long end of the stick. We get the short end.
It's not even funny. We truly do. No, for you, I think that you come back and you apologize because I want to say the action or your act, your performance is what you're realizing is a lot. Walking out, having these little tantrums, so you come back and you say, I'm sorry for this, that, and other, because you knew it was very...
So when y'all women get angry, women get angry extra. And you want to shut down and don't want to talk to people, that's fine?
That's not fine, baby. And every time that I shut down with you, I will come back and say, I'm trying to work on that.
Don't do that, baby. Don't be on here lying.
You didn't hear me say that?
Half the time don't even know what you're mad about.
So you put it ain't you then.
Right, but I'm to blame.
I don't blame you. What do I be blaming you for?
You don't blame me, baby?
I don't blame you.
You don't blame me?
No,
I'm not to blame.
You're not to blame. TC is not to blame.
This is a first, y'all.
There you go.
We gotta do these podcasts every time we have a dust up. Because that's the only time I'm gonna get this. You sorry, baby?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Lord have mercy. I'm sorry, ladies. She is not helping y'all at all.
I'm so
on this
sorry,
episode.
Daddy.
Whoa. Come on, baby. Get back.
Okay, sorry. Okay, but no, seriously. The inability to apologize or inability to take accountability, do you think that is a result of being emotionally immature?
In the real world, I would say yes, but it's not. Because as I said, I think y'all women are more or less willing to take accountability. Yeah, I said it.
We're less willing to take accountability?
Yes, babe. I just said y'all can do whatever and then still blame it on us when it's your thing.
Babe.
So we ain't had sex in 2 years.
Why do you keep using that example?
Well, give me another one.
That's not the problem.
What's the problem?
If you have to, the woman's not walking around just not having sex with the man for 2 years for no reason.
Y'all, if y'all listening, and if y'all in one of these, and we talked about it, we had a whole episode on sexless marriages. Did we not?
We did.
So they are happening. They are.
You don't think that
they are
a decision made by two people?
No.
So you think it's just all the woman?
Babe, if I'm feeling you, and you can attest to this, if I'm feeling you,
oh, I don't know it.
Yes, and you're not in the mood, guess what happens? It doesn't happen.
Oh, that's a lie.
That is not.
Now.
That is not a lie.
Oh my gosh. Mr. TC.
That's not a lie, baby.
Boy, oh boy.
That's not a lie, baby.
On everything it depends on how severe it is for me. And you know that because you even said, and you smiling now because you know.
I'm not smiling.
Yes, you are. Even know, you be like, I thought you said your throat hurt.
That's something different. That's something different.
Did you say you had a headache?
No.
Right.
Let's be honest.
That's
because you wanted men.
What did you say to me? I initiate 99.9% of the time. If you could just work on initiating a little bit more. So guess what? You initiated and I was still sick, and guess what I still did? I fulfilled my action.
That's not what happened.
Give me some claps.
I'm not going to give you no claps. That's not no claps. That is not the point of what that whole... See? I ain't going to go too deep, because I can go deep. You don't want me to go down that rabbit hole, because if I go down that rabbit hole, we're going to have a problem.
Don't shut down. Get on in our business.
Okay, I'm going to get on in our business. So since she wants to bring this up, boom. Boom. So she wants to bring this up. So this was it was a while ago. It wasn't nothing recent. So this was a while ago. And as I said, I spoiled her. Mm-hmm. So she can be a little baby.
Babe, you're not going to talk about the football thing.
She can be a big baby.
Right.
She can be a big baby. And I'm going to talk about that too, but that's not what I was bringing up. Okay, I was bringing up the actual, what you just brought up.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
So, yes, we were laying around in the bed, whatever. Of course, I'm feeling, a little naughty. She wasn't feeling well. Matter of fact, I think she had a toothache or something.
It was something severe.
Yeah, she had a toothache.
I don't think it was a toothache, but it was something severe.
I think she did. So, in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, I'm not even going to bother her because she's feeling a certain kind of way.
And in my mind...
No.
Just say.
You know I remember verbatim what you said.
No,
Go ahead.
I'm just going to say, in my mind, I know if I don't fulfill an action, it's going to be a problem.
No,
so go ahead.
No, it wasn't.
Go ahead.
So, in my mind, I
did what I had to do.
So in my mind, the moment she said, babe, my tooth hurts or whatever, I was like, okay, no problem.
Ain't nothing wrong with that leg. Ain't nothing wrong with him.
That is not what I said.
That's what you're thinking.
That's not what I said.
You don't got to say it.
And then maybe 10, 15 minutes later, I don't know, maybe she got in the mood. And now her exact words was, I think that might make me feel better.
And what you say?
I said, are you sure? I mean, we can explore that if you sure. So keep in mind, I was just gonna let it go. She started feeling something.
It ain't gonna let it go with TC. I promise you. It's gonna let it go for the moment, and then a few minutes later, it's gonna be a whole. I ain't walking around my house like this.
And her exact words. I think that make me feel better.
And you did make me feel better. And you feel good too.
Right, but key words. See, I was going to let it go.
How did I know you're going to let it go? You don't let things go.
I let things go.
No, you don't, baby.
Don't do that. When you had the gallbladder.
No, but that's severe. Seriously. No, seriously.
Your toothache could have been severe. I don't know, but you were sitting there like extreme pain. It was like, this tooth really hurts.
Babe. Mm-hmm.
So for me, I'm like,
there's been other times I've been, and it's been, that ain't really, I love you.
I love you more, baby. Come on, let's finish this episode.
Okay, you going to the quickie right quick?
Yeah, let's
have to come back for part 2.
No, we're not doing no part 2.
Oh, we not? Okay.
You want to touch some more points that we got? We can touch them.
You touch them. You go ahead.
Well, let's go with the signs of lack of accountability.
Woo.
Plain and simple. Signs. Blaming others. Constantly pointing the fingers and acting like you're not the one who did something. Holding other people responsible for your things. That's happened a lot.
Yep. Deflecting.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Deflecting criticism. I can't tell you anything is wrong because you don't believe nothing's wrong. That's a problem. Go ahead. You hit the next one, baby.
Gaslighting and manipulation. Twisting a narrative to make the other person doubt their own perception, memory, or even sanity.
Exactly.
Lying. Disregarding facts and continuing to lie even when confronted with evidence.
Emotional what? Stunting. Sitting there acting like you can't learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just like that. That's just me. You just got to deal with it. No, the F I do not.
Well.
Therein lies a problem. We're in this together. If I can grow and change, you can grow and change. If you don't want to grow and change and move along with me, then I'm going to leave you back there. Deuces. Go ahead, babe. Hit that.
Broken promises and inconsistency.
Oh, I'm going to do better. I hear you. I hear you.
Consistently failing to follow through on commitments. Showing a disregard for your partner's time and well-being.
Now, tell me some of those, and I hate to say it. Sorry, fellas. We on that list, too. We are to blame as well. Women might take more of that, but we are to blame too. There are a lot. Well, I'm just being consistent. I ain't gonna sit here and sugarcoat it for us dudes. We will tell that woman we're gonna do better. We're gonna tell that woman we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this, and it might happen for about 2 or 3 days. But if that ain't you, that ain't you. If you ain't built like that, you can't do it. Oh nah, I ain't gonna cheat on you never again. You ain't built like that.
So let me ask, what's the resolution for that? If you know that you can't do what you're saying, is it better for the man or whoever, just the person, just to flat come out and just say, this is just not who I am? Because you're saying you're not built. That
would make so much more sense to me.
So just be honest.
If that woman go, oh, well, I can love you through that. Okay, that's on her.
Okay. But at least I've given you.
I've told you. Can't do it. That the lust and the temptation is just too strong.
Right.
It really is. Some people can't deal with that.
Right.
They legit can't overcome the temptation. No.
So what is the impact of the lack of accountability?
One, divorce. Because at some point in time, that woman or that man, no, probably more so the woman, but they just gonna bounce.
Right.
They're gonna ask for them papers.
Yeah.
I'm ready to sign them papers.
So create an unbalanced and potentially toxic dynamics in the relationship.
But let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this question. Since you are divorced, let me ask this question. How many of those men and that 80% of the women who actually do ask for that thing, do you really think they want to keep their marriage?
Actually, to be honest, I think a lot of men want to keep their marriage for so many reasons. And to be honest, I think even my ex wanted to keep the marriage. Was it to keep it with me, because of me? Because that's what I wanted and I'm going to love you? Not necessarily. Was it keeping it because of the public or my ego? It looks bad to say I'm divorced or I lost this great woman? Yeah. So holding on to it for the wrong reasons. So I think there are a lot of men who would want to keep the marriage. Are there a lot of men or are there a lot of couples that are willing to work to change those actions
the bigger question.
to create a more healthy relationship or marriage? That's the better question.
That is the better question.
People are easy to say, and you hear people say, I'm going to work on it. I shouldn't have to get to this exact point, because most of the time women, we will tell you what the problem is. And you've heard me, you know me very well.
I've heard the problems from my woman.
Yes. I will tell you what issues I got, because I don't believe in going to my girlfriends, telling my girlfriends, I'm not in a relationship with them. I'm in a relationship with you. Mm-hmm. So whatever problem I have, I'm going to tell you. I'm very vocal. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it don't come out very well, but it does come out. And I try to make sure, we have a conversation about how it comes out. But what I'm saying is that most women probably have told that person multiple times what the problem is. Mm-hmm. A lot of times
So let me ask this question. So do you think because men don't tell their woman the issue, it leads to the woman being the majority asking for the divorce, when sometimes it's the man who's just as fed up as the woman, but he just kind of like I said, men will sit there and endure that. I don't think they're
necessarily enduring it. I think it's just for the betterment. Sometimes men, and I even heard men say, my wife isn't doing this, that, and the other, but for the sake of the children, for the sake of the job, or the sake of finances, or the sake of we've always been doing this, or the sake of consistency, it ain't no need to. So people look at men, maybe they perceive men a certain way, like that's not an action men's supposed to do. Men aren't supposed to take the steps for divorce, and most men just stay there and they just continue along the paths.
So do you think it's more so because the women are doing it for themselves, where men, as you've heard this? You just said it yourself. Mm-hmm. Men will say, I'm going to stay around for this, or I'm going to stay around for that. Where women are, I got to look out for myself. And now I wouldn't
say like that, because women, we are very selfless. So most of the time we've extended all the grace and everything. I think we eventually realized that it has broken us so much that in order for us just to regain who we are, this is the only option left for us to leave.
So let me go back to that question I asked earlier. Mm-hmm. So do you think it's because the women has lost respect for that man?
That's some of it. That's not the sole reason.
I'm not saying it's the sole reason.
That could be some of it. Yeah, respect is some of it. But I think it's deeper than respect. Like I said, ultimately, if you want to put all the things under the umbrella of respect, then you can. Cheating or infidelity or, emotional distress and all of those things, or alcoholism or abuse and this, that, and that. You can put all those things under respect if you want. Mm-hmm. I don't necessarily wouldn't categorize it like that, but if that's how y'all see things, love versus respect, then I would say, yeah, both of those things have been lost by that time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get to the quickie, baby.
Okay. Hold on. Before we go to the quickie, can I just ask, why is it so hard to avoid accountability? Can we just touch on that?
Okay. I'm gonna break this down. Now this is Coach coming out. Coach Campbell coming out here. So when you're not doing something you could be doing better, the last thing you want to hear is somebody telling you you're not doing what you should be doing. Mm. So men and women, criticism hits harder when you know you're not doing what you should be doing. Mm-hmm. Like I say this a lot of time with kids I train, and even my kids. I think I had this conversation with Jelani once, where you can do more, and you're just not. So you can't complain about playing time because you can do more. Mm. And I don't know if you remember that conversation, but he was like, because he was hoping I was gonna say, "Oh no, don't worry about it." Because at this time, he was trying to do two sports. He was doing soccer and track. Mm-hmm. And he was kind of torn between having to go to both practices. Mm-hmm. And I literally said, you signed up for this. Mm-hmm. Coach didn't say, I want you to run track and I want you to play soccer. Mm-hmm. So you can do more as opposed to, I went to soccer today. I can't go to track tonight. Mm-hmm. No, you can. You're very capable of it. Mm-hmm. You're an athlete. So similar to dating, relationships, marriages, when you're not doing enough, and somebody points it out to you, it hurts or it hits even harder.
It does. Yeah.
And I'm not going to speak for you, but I have a real sneaky suspicion when it came to you and your divorce, that person understood they weren't doing enough.
Oh, yeah.
And you telling them hurt more than the actual action of getting the divorce.
No, not me telling them, because I was telling them for 14 years. So that didn't hurt.
Right.
What hurt was the embarrassment and the shame, kind of what you're talking about here, as a result of the divorce. That's what that is. Because that person cared more about the public eye and the things of the public and the people that surrounded them and the ego and everything else, instead of how you actually made your wife feel.
True.
So because of that, the problems, it didn't matter. We talked about the problems for years. Mm-hmm. It's just I got to a place where I'm just like, I'm not going to continuously repeat these problems over and over and just falling on deaf ears.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. So in addition to that, I do feel like kind of what you were saying is that shame, the intense feeling of embarrassment and distress that's personalized.
Well, you know, for men, embarrassment, I hate to say it, that's how you get to a man. Mm-hmm. Don't take the cheat code, lady. Please don't.
Oh, I already found that. You know that.
But for men, they do not like to be embarrassed. Nope. They really do not.
Nope.
So embarrassment, if you want a man to do something, I hate to say it,
embarrass
his ass. Mm-hmm. You gonna see him straight up and do it. It might not happen all the time, but for that day, he gonna do whatever you do.
Yep. And this ain't even relating to you, but yes, I had to learn that.
No.
And sometimes
in general,
absolutely, yeah.
No, it relates to me too.
I've never had to embarrass you.
No, not embarrass me, but you know how you challenge me. You're something about cleaning up or doing this. That's a challenge, and you'll see, and you'll look like, oh, this nigga cleaned it up.
Yeah. I haven't been able to say it in the last 2. No, actually, no.
Don't do
I
that.
have, yes. Because remember, yes, you are exactly right.
Don't do that.
That is what works for you. No. You are exactly right. Just a few weeks ago, actually, probably less than a week ago. Yeah. You are doing great. Actually, I gotta tell you that.
Thank you.
Yes, very good. That's
just the truth of the matter.
Yeah, you doing
Men
good.
don't like to be embarrassed.
Yeah.
They really don't. Like you probably seen most of the time, let's say if 2 men end up fighting, that's what normally happens.
What?
One of them got embarrassed.
Because they lost?
No, they got embarrassed, and that's what caused the fight.
Oh, okay.
It's a man ego thing. We don't want to be embarrassed, especially not by another man.
Right. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's good.
So that brings out, I hate to call it, the petty side of the man.
Right. And I was going to say for women, I think it's more so women that like to appear to be perfect. And women, most of the time we want to be perfect and have that ideal of everything has to be perfect. So you feel a certain type of way that it's a personal failure to be able to make a mistake. And then it makes you feel as if you're inadequate to still, instead of just saying my fault about it. I'm sorry about it. So I think we have to just push through those defense mechanisms and those excuses and those reasons, because ultimately you're working towards a better goal for the two of you, your relationship.
No, very true.
Yeah.
Very
I
true.
think our partnership, even us, I really feel like our partnership is more healthy when we're both, even individually, able to just be like, oh, that's my fault. I'm sorry about that. Mm-hmm. And we can quickly just move past it.
For me, it's sort of like what you just said. I quickly get over how I was feeling. Mm-hmm. Like you'd be surprised how just, my bad, I'm really sorry, I didn't mean, I wasn't. You will never realize how far that goes for somebody who's hurt.
Absolutely, yes. But
and 9 times out of 10, people don't say I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Like we were just at some establishment. I ain't gonna call it establishment now. We was at an establishment, and we were walking in
Chipotle.
Dang,
I'm sorry. I
wasn't trying to get him no business.
Oh, I'm sorry, my fault.
And I hate to say this, but somebody of the different persuasion than us were walking out the door with 2 of his kids. And the little girl has a heart. The little girl, I want to open it. I want to hold the door for them. And the father
the grown
specifically said, you don't have to hold the door for them.
Don't hold the door for them.
Don't hold the door for them.
And proceeded to keep walking off while the little girl still sitting there.
Struggling to open the door. So eventually I pulled the door for her. Mm-hmm. And you can see the joy in her face because she wanted to do that. But the father, even in this midst, and I hate the environment and the culture that we're in right now in society, where the father couldn't even see. This is a learning lesson. This is a teaching lesson for my daughter. That hate is not necessary. But he was holding right on to it.
Oh, he was, because he just marched off and was set and left his little 2-year-old, 3-year-old daughter trying to struggle to open the door for us. And we literally, I remember looking at her and just kneeling down saying, thank you so very much. That was so kind of you. But it's sad when hate is taught in the house. But those things are happening now. And it's been happening for a long time. But yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's get to this quickie, baby.
All right, get to it, baby. What is the quickie?
Quickie is, what's most important to you? Being right or being accountable? And the way you answer that question depends on if you're going to be in a healthy and happy relationship. So do you want to be right out here, folks? Or do you want to be accountable?
Yeah.
And what I mean by accountable is not pointing the fingers. If you did something wrong, you gotta own up for it.
Definitely own up to it.
Because if you walk around like you were never blameless, you never do anything, that other person, I promise you, will resent you.
Yeah. And I think it like you set the tone. If you're able to do that, kind of like what we were in the beginning, where you were very open to communication and I was shut down. When you started that of being open to communication, I think it required me to do the same thing. So I think the same thing in a relationship. If you want your partner to be open and you want your partner to take accountability, you start by doing it. And that partner's going to be like, oh, you know what? He easily say, I'm sorry, my fault, my bad. And then you, in turn, will kind of do the same thing. Shifting and pointing the blame and everything, that just makes the relationship toxic.
It does.
Walking around because how does it hurt you to say, I'm sorry? If you truly love this person, you're with this person, and this is your person for life, it ain't taking nothing from me to be like, babe, I am so sorry with your handsome self. I apologize. See?
And then guess what? Now both of y'all happy after y'all done did what y'all had to do. Now both y'all happy.
Yeah.
Because you both understood it's not about me.
No. And also I want to say back to your point about the times that we are living in. People are passing away like crazy.
That they are.
Life is like occurring faster than what it has before. And it's very more so dark now in the places that we are. So just to have love in your relationship means so much. Like the outside world is beating us up. To come home to a home when it's a happy, healthy home with you and your partner, that just does so much for you. So do you really want to come home to a partner that you can
never say, oh, no, I'm wrong.
Yeah, or my fault.
I didn't cook dinner, but why you ain't bring nothing home?
Right.
What?
Right.
You said you gonna cook dinner, that's why I ain't bring nothing home. Well, I ain't feel like I was tired. You know I'll be tired. Yeah. Okay, I'm waiting for you to say I'm sorry. Okay, I'll run out and grab something real quick. That would be nice.
And ask yourself, is it really that serious?
Is it? I don't think it is. But
it really isn't.
You might think it is.
So, again, is it better to be right
or be accountable? You tell me, folks. That is the question, and that is the quickie of the week. You let me know. Do you care to be right or accountable? Because if you're right, you're going to be by yourself.
Or just in an unhealthy relationship.
Oh, no, you're going to be by yourself.
Oh, well, ultimately, yeah.
Ultimately.
Yeah. Who's keeping score right and wrong? Like, who walks around in a relationship like that?
A lot of people do.
Wow.
A lot of people do.
That's rough.
A lot of people do.
That's draining. Yeah. Just to say you're right.
I'm
so think about that.
Right.
Even when I'm wrong, I'm still right.
Right.
Because I could have been right even though I was wrong.
I could have been wrong even though I was right.
Of course.
Right,
make it sound good.
Whatever.
Make it sound good. Doesn't matter.
It don't matter.
I just want us to be happy.
I just want us to be
in a good place. Exactly.
Happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it does not hurt me to say I am sorry.
No.
My bad. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have said it that way. Or I shouldn't have yelled at you. I can admit when I was wrong.
Yeah.
And I pray that because I do that, it's reciprocated when it's the other, shoes on the other foot.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And for me, it has been so.
Yeah.
It hasn't been an issue.
No. As crazy as I am.
Yeah.
I still
love all 8 personalities.
Hey, stop it. Dakita is good today.
I got the good one today. Yeah. Give me a hug.
Come on over.
But folks, really, really think about that. Really look in the mirror at yourself and say, do I always walk around acting like I'm never wrong? Or am I able to tell my partner, you know what, I shouldn't have said it like that. Or I should have thought about it before I said it. Or I didn't mean it like that. Because if the answer is the other way around, then we have a problem. You have a problem as an individual if you can't admit when you're wrong. That's just the point. Straight to the point. If you can't admit when you're wrong, you got a problem. Because that scripture says it all. Indeed, we. It didn't say some. It didn't say TC. It didn't say Kiki. We all make many, not a couple, not a few, not one, many mistakes. You live long enough, I promise you're going to make many, many, many mistakes.
You are.
So stop pointing the finger. Stop blaming other people for stuff that you're doing or stuff that you're doing that is wrong.
And kind of like what we tell our kids all the time, it's not about the mistake that you make. It's about how you correct that mistake.
That is true.
And I think that's anywhere, whether it's on the job, whether it's out in public, whether it's in your relationship, wherever it is. It's not about making a mistake. Mm-hmm. You're human. You're going to make a mistake. It's about how you recover and rebound and address that mistake.
Mm-hmm. And we see that every week.
Yeah.
With our kids, football, soccer. We see it all the time. They make mistakes are going to happen in a game. Now, do you walk after you make the mistake like you don't care? Or do you hustle and try to fix that or make up for it?
I remember seeing a guy on the football field the other day and the coach gave him a play and he didn't do the play. The coach quickly took him out. And we came on the sideline, he patted his chest like, that's on me, coach. That's my bad. And I was like, wow. That's a teachable moment. Like, that's good that you took ownership for that. I would have actually, the next play, put you back in because you literally just took accountability for your action. Now, had you came over with the coach, coach, he ain't do this, stop it. That's how you look in your relationship.
Yeah.
Being combative and just trying to overlook the problem and pretending it doesn't exist instead of just saying, my fault.
My bad. I did it. It's on me.
I promise you, you're not going to die from that.
I ain't never heard nobody die because they apologize.
You may actually live longer.
I died because I apologize. I'm up here because I apologize.
And women, I
shouldn't
think,
have did that.
And you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's something about a woman apologizing to a man. Not that it's saying that you're lower than a man or less of a woman to apologize, but when you apologize to a man, I think it really makes them feel good. I think it was one time we had some dust up, and I came back to you kind of fast, and I said, I'm so sorry that if you felt that way about whatever. And you just started smiling. And I was like, what is wrong? You was like, it just made me feel. Go ahead.
Most time men don't get that.
That's what you were saying, right?
Men don't get that, especially not a quick, I'm sorry.
That's exactly, yeah.
That's just not common. And I hate to say it, women, y'all tend to harbor and hold on to things. So it might take a while for y'all to come back and apologize. It really does. But for my baby, she came, it was literally a couple of minutes and shit. I didn't think about how I said it and how that would make you feel. So I understand. I'm sorry, baby.
And also for me, it felt good. Like I felt relieved. I was like, like I could breathe. Just felt like, a weight was lifted off of my chest. Whatever. Anyway, it just made me feel better to have apologized and know that we back in good graces. Because I don't want us going around holding on to something just because I said something. You know me, I say a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, she does.
So I don't never want to.
Most of the time, it's good stuff. So
okay, so
I'll take that.
I don't want it to ever be something bad.
All right. Well, thank you all for another episode. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this one. We had our back and forth. You know how we do, but we still in love afterwards. I'm gonna go give me a big kiss once I hit this end button here. So just thank you all for your listening, and hopefully y'all enjoyed it. And next week we got another one for you.
It's gonna be a real controversial topic.
This is one that we touched on ourselves.
Yeah.
Should couples live together before marriage?
Ooh.
We know biblically they probably say no.
God saying you better not.
This is a different time.
Okay.
Some people just live together because financially it just makes so much more sense.
Right.
But,
So we taking this from the biblical approach, or we taking it from the modern approach, or we taking all angles?
We taking all angles.
Okay. All right.
I mean, there's some debate about why it's good. Some debate why it's bad.
That's true.
Some people you might not get back.
That's exactly
together before. I'm just saying. Oh, nah. Thank you, Jesus. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. But just keep tuning in next week. We got another one for you. Hopefully you enjoyed this one again, as I said. And as we always say, peace.